This is an easy tutorial on how to do the zeros and crosses stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. For this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that is a multiple of 2, plus 1, plus 3 for the base chain. So for row 1, you want to do 1 double crochet into the 6th chain from your hook. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th one, you're going to do 1 double crochet. Now you want to do the following repeats. So you want to chain 1, skip 1, and do 1 double crochet into the next chain. And this is your row repeat. Chain 1, skip 1, and onto the next one, do a double crochet. So you want to repeat this until the end of the row, and I will see you there. All right, and this is the end of row 1. For row 3, you want to start with a chain 3 and flip your work. I've already chained 3. So now we want to skip the next chain space, which is this one here. Onto the next chain space, we're going to work 2 cross stitches as follows. Onto the next chain space, which is this one, we're going to work the following. You're going to do 1 double crochet forward into the next chain space. So essentially you want to do 1 double crochet here, like normal, into the chain space. So that is 1 double crochet. And now you want to do 1 double crochet back into the chain space we just skipped. But we're going to go behind this double crochet. So I'll show you how to do that. We want to yarn over and go behind it, wrap it around, and go into the chain space we skipped. So I'm kind of going from above the stitch, and I'm going to go under it, under the chain space, to grab my yarn and pull it through. 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2. 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2 to finish that double crochet. So essentially you're making like an X with double crochets. The first one you do is in front, and the second one you do is in the back. So now we are going to do the same thing all the way across. So you want to start with the double crochet into the next chain space. So we're going to go into the next chain space with just simply a double crochet. And now you want to go to the previous chain space behind the double crochet you just did. So you want to yarn over, go behind, and around. Let me just show you from the front. So I'm behind the double crochet, from above, around the chain space from before. Grab my yarn and pull it through. Careful not to catch anything. And now I have 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And that is going to make that double crochet behind the previous double crochet you just did and into the chain space from before. And this is your row repeat. And now I'm going to be left with the chain space. So into the chain space, you want to do 1 double crochet. Sorry, not the chain space, the turning chain. Into the turning chain on top of it, you're going to do a double crochet. And that is the end of row 2. Row 3, you want to do a chain 1 and flip your work. And now you want to do 1 double crochet into each of these stitches all the way through. So you're going to do 1 double crochet into the first stitch and into every single stitch all the way across. And I will see you when we're done. So I'm at the end almost here of row 3, and just want to make sure that you do a final double crochet into the top of that turning chain. And this is the end of row 3. For row 4, it's going to look very similar to the first row, but you want to start with a chain 4, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And now you flip your work. So now you're going to skip the first 2 stitches, and into the third do 1 double crochet. Now you want to chain 1, that's your row repetition there. Chain 1, skip 1, and then do a double crochet. And you're going to repeat that until the end of the row. Chain 1, skip 1, and into the next do 1 double crochet. So I'll see you at the end of the row here. Okay, I am at the end of the row, and so I have 1 double crochet and the turning chain left. So I got to make sure I do my last chain here and work my last double crochet into the top of the turning chain. So into here. I'm going to work my final double crochet. And here we have it. That is the end of row 4. So for this stitch, essentially now you want to repeat rows 2 through 4 until you have the length of your desired work. It's actually beautiful. Look at this. The double crochets that you do like an X with, it's interesting because you don't really get to see them, but what that does is it basically adds texture on both sides of the work, which is pretty cool. Really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would love to make myself, actually, it kind of reminds me of this thing I'm wearing right now. But if I had used this stitch, wait, how do I show you this? If I had used this stitch, that would have been nice. Beautiful. While you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.